With so many things to spend your gold on in Lost Ark, I wanted to make a guide for you so that you know how to spend your gold on the Jumpstart servers if you are a new player. So we're gonna go over the top 3 things you should be spending your gold on, and then a few things you shouldn't be spending your gold on. Let's get into it. The number 1 thing is honing, man. If you're not honing in this game, then I don't know what you're doing. The good news is that you won't have to spend any gold going up to 1490. After 1490, it costs gold. It costs gold to craft your Belshazzar pieces that are golden and look really nice, and will take you to the next stage in the game. And it also costs gold to hone those pieces from now on, even though it is at a reduced cost from what it used to be. Thank Regulus. Honing your gear gets you to the next stages of the game. So that should be your primary place where you're spending most of your gold. The next thing that you should be spending your gold on is your Stronghold. Your Stronghold is actually going to save you gold in the long run, even if you're not planning on playing another character or an alternate character, because you can craft honing materials that's gonna save you a ton of gold, man. And gold is precious in this game. So as a quick little run through of what you should be trying to make sure and get right off the bat, if you'll go down here to the maintenance tab and then go to lab, if we look at my acquired research of what I've done already, the most important things are your lab, your dispatch station, and your crafting workshop. These things will give you the biggest benefit as far as crafting your own things, being able to unlock the research to craft honing materials, and etc. So that's why I'm doing lab level 3 currently, because I want more things to be able to make in my Stronghold. It's cheaper there. You want to make sure you get the crafting recipe for the Areha fusion materials and the superior Areha fusion materials as well. And if you're interested in making more characters, then make sure and research these. You want to research all of the tier 3 honing success rates and the required XP. But if you don't ever plan on making a character without having a power pass or an event or something like that that automatically boosts them to 14, 15 into tier 3, then you don't really need to research these tier 2 honing success rates. This is only going to be for people who go through the story or knowledge transfer and they're still going through some part of the story before they hit tier 3. Another amazing thing about your Stronghold is it allows you to get more roster storage slots. Oh my goodness. I'm going to keep researching these as they pop up because it is so annoying not to have room in your roster storage. Now, how do you even get to your roster storage? Well, you go to your pet, and guess what? Here's your remote storage right here, and you can get into your roster storage. Now, you can go to an NPC to do this, but this is directly going to segue into the next thing, the third thing that you should be spending your gold on, and that is Crystalline Aura. Now, you can buy this from the shop, and it is 420 blue crystals, or I believe there's an option to pay with real money, but you don't really need to do that. You can just use the in-game gold to do so. There's a ton of benefits to using this, and I'm not going to go over all of them. You can read it in your own game, but it is 1,000,000% worth it, and it's across all of your characters for that roster, so it is extremely beneficial and make your life a lot easier. Now, how do you even get blue crystals? If you're not sure, then you can come down here to currency exchange in the bottom right hand corner, and you'll see this very confusing menu. But when you go to buy crystals, which it's referring to the blue crystals, it will have the sale price of what they're at currently. Now, you need 430 to be able to buy that Crystalline Aura, so you're gonna have to spend about 6,000 gold or so right now to do that, but it lasts for 30 days, so 6,000 gold per month. But it's a pretty good trade-off when one character is gonna be making around 12 to 15,000 gold per week once they're doing 3 Legion raids per week. So it's a pretty good trade-off, and you will not regret it. Now let's talk about some things that you shouldn't be spending your gold on that are pretty tempting. Quality tapping is and can be addictive. We've all fallen into the trap, but it is an absolute waste of gold. Do not touch the quality taps as they cost way too much for the benefit that you're getting from them unless you are absolutely insanely lucky, and that's most likely not going to happen. So don't waste your gold on it unless your quality is like 0 or 10 or 15. Then I might say go ahead, throw 1 or 2 quality taps in there. because the chances to improve it are very high, and it's likely going to go to somewhere around the high yellow or the green area from those 1 or 2 quality taps. But past that, I would not be using your gold for quality tapping. The next thing that you should not spend any gold on is accessories, because you have a free 5x3 until December, and that is when we are going to be merged into the rest of your region's servers. So their auction house will now be your auction house, and it's likely going to be the case that the accessories are going to be very cheap. Whenever everything merges together, the pieces are likely going to be much cheaper. Of course, there are going to be a couple of exceptions to this rule. For example, I'm on my second character. I don't have any free engraving, so I need to buy some accessories so that I can fill out my build and it be decently playable. I'm getting accepted into lobbies and I'm having fun. If that's the case, then of course you need to be buying some accessories. But even then, I would be extremely cautious and I would try to snipe them when they're a little bit lower. But spending, for example, 70, 80K on an accessory is just not a smart investment. And if you really want to check and see if it's cheaper to buy it now on the Jumpstart server or on the older, the legacy servers, I guess you can call them, then you can always make a character on one of those servers and check the accessory prices. On a closing note though, you can play this game however you see fit and whatever is fun to you. So if you don't really care much about your vertical progression, you just want to have some nasty drip, then you can buy the skins. You can absolutely spend your gold on that. I know I spend a ton of gold on it. You can spend all your gold on honing mats. You can spend all your gold on getting the best accessories. It's completely up to you how you play this game. As long as you're having fun, that is the most important part. So if you learned anything from this video, then definitely leave a like on it and consider subscribing to the channel. If you like Lost Ark content, then it's going to be in your best interest to do so. And if you're looking for a positive, fun Discord to be in, come on over. The link is in the description below. And let me know down below in the comments what you are spending your gold on. I want to know, especially if you're a new player. I'm very curious. Well guys, that is everything for this video, and I will see you on the next one.